Hi, hello, my name is Sistiwayorina, and this time I would like to explain to you about building a CI/CD pipeline with GitHub Actions. So this is the background of the project. So suppose that we have Pagemail. It's an email web app, and we're about to deploy the web app until it can be accessed publicly over the internet. The base of the project was created by Kak Rahil Aude, and my task here is to create a Docker file and Docker Compose, make sure that all the services working, and then we can deploy it to the server with the help of GitHub Actions. So we make the CI/CD workflows in GitHub. Server used in this time is EC2 from AWS. Here is the step-by-step on how I did that. The first one is to preparing the server and then composing the app, trying to compose the app on the local and make sure that it works before I deploy it on the server. And the third step is to create CI/CD pipeline with the help of GitHub Actions, as I mentioned. And then tried to create the domain name. There are a lot of websites that offers you to buy DNS domain name server cheap, but this time I used spaceship.com. And also the last step is to configuring reverse proxy server with the help of Nginx and get the SSL certificate. So during preparing the server, I created an AWS account and start instance in EC2. Don't forget to configure the security groups. Make sure that port 22, 443 and 3000 can be accessed. And if you wanna try to install Nginx and Certbot, you need to log into the server with this syntax: SSH private key, Ubuntu add public IP address. Yeah, and you can install Nginx and insert bot in the server. So in Compose and CI/CD pipelines, we need to first compose the app. There must be 3 services that working perfectly and connected, front end, back end, and database. And database we are using PostgreSQL database. For the pipelines, we have to build 3 pipelines. First one is CI pipeline with the name of testing, and then CD pipeline to push the container registry to Docker Hub, and CD production. This is our CI pipeline. It's the test. We name it dev testing. It will be working, or the trigger of it is if there is pull request to the branch main. The jobs are checking the repository and then creating the env file, which is Postgres user, Postgres password, and DB, and then we try to compose the containers that we have been built and try to hit endpoint and run installing the requirement and run the test file. So after the testing pipeline is succeeded, we can try to make tag in our Git and then push the tag. Every time the tag is pushed, it will be pushing to the container registry on our Docker Hub. So the jobs in this workflow is checking the repository and then log in to Docker Hub. That's why we need to create the Docker Hub account, also add a token on it, set up the Docker Hub build X, and then pushing the current tag that we just push to the GitHub. with the name of the tag, but also the name as latest. So this is the CD production. So after we push the tag, we can make a release of it. Here just click release and then draft a new release. Every time we release a tag, we are running this CD pipeline. It's to deploying the production. So the trigger is to, if there is any release, even if it's published or edited, the jobs are executed the deployment command, and then using this keys we are trying to log into the Hub and then created a new path on our server. We try to compose all the services first, that's still working, and then we clone the app from this very Git repository, and yeah, we try to update the env and then running the services, rerunning the services. So yeah, if it works perfectly, your web app can be accessed through the AP address and then the port you chose. So the next step, we need to create a domain name in specialist.com, the website that I used, and then configuring the reverse proxy with Nginx. So in the server, you need to remove the default in this path, also in sites enabled, and then we try to recreate the configuration like this. So every time the port 3000 is accessed, we will be redirected by this my.styrina.xyz. And then after that, we need to sudo ls from sites available to sites enabled, and then don't forget to check the configuration and then restart the Nginx. The next step is to get a SSL certificate, and this time we're using certbot. You can just sudo certbot nginx mail.stvhyrnet.xyz, and then after that, after you got the SSL certificate, your configuration would be changed like this. So it already added, like it can be listened to over 3, which is HTTPS port, and yeah, this SSL certificate has published in this path, and yeah, it's all managed by certbot, and voila, it should be working, and it can be accessed anywhere over the internet now with HTTPS mail.styrina.xyz. So that's all everyone, thank you for watching, and